righty, everyone. Good morning. Thank you for joining us this morning. We are here to celebrate our third graders and their second quarter accomplishments. We are here to celebrate students that earned good behavior, earned those AR points, had 100% homework for the entire quarter, and then, like we did first quarter, we'll have a couple special awards at the very end. So we are going to jump right into it. Third grade students, just a little quick reminder. We will do this one class at a time. When you get a certificate, remember, stand up, face the audience, smile real big. All right? And then we will applaud when we get to the end of each class. Are you ready to get started? All righty, we are going to begin with good behavior. Students earn a good behavior certificate by earning one or less processings, no detentions, no tabs, and then homework is also a factor into it as well. So making sure our students have their homework, and if they did all those wonderful things, then they have earned this certificate. So we're going to begin with Mrs. Young's class. With good behavior, we have Kyler Bishorner, Maxton Blair, Kaylin Brown, Skylar Cartwright, Eli Eveland, Connor Hinson, Emma Jones, Isaiah Mason, Jolena Mendoza, Nevaeh Nichols, Zoe Painter, Abby Prowse, Bailey Prowse, Kira Ray, and Avery Wilson. All right, friends, great job. Have a seat. And we're moving on to Mrs. Keys' class, earning good behavior the second quarter. We had Lucan Bogue, Elizabeth Evard, Lucy Frank, Brinley Gibson, Addie Grabby, Gracie Huber, Maddie Hughes, Conrad Jones, Leifton Jones, Drake Kern, Miley Kirkhart, Eli Lee, Halo Miller, Olivia Randolph, Gavin Redman, Rosemary Rhodes, McKinley Shuey, and Sota Yamanaka. Give them a round of applause. Next up is Mrs. Mitchell's class. Good behavior goes to Gabby Augustus, Leah Bapp, Eli Bonowit, Alexander Claypool, Lincoln Douglas, Isabella Evard, Lainey Ford, Kendra Gosnell, Haley Hornbrook, Jace Johns, Zoe Jones, Lily Kazmaier, Thea Malofsky, Maddox Myers, Aiden Perry, Dakota Rigdon, Reed Robinson, Spencer Rulig, John Wayne Shipley, and Derek Melendez. And last but not least is Mrs. Brown's class. Good behavior goes to Mason Barnett, Miles Davis, Rosalie Huffman, Aubrey Kennedy, Lincoln Lawrence, Liam Marietta, Kendall McManus, Jace Noonan, Lucas Peak, Cameron Posey, Blake Powell, Daisy Sharp, Jackson Sikowicz, Hadley Smith, Ellie Taylor, Ivana Trejo, and Gunnar Wilhoit. Great job, my friends. We are moving on to 100% homework. Always one of the toughest awards to earn. In order to receive this award, students had to have their homework here, turned in, on time, ready to go each and every single day during the second quarter. We are going to start again with Mrs. Young's class. 100% homework goes to Maxton Blair, Kaylin Brown, Connor Henson, Jolena Mendoza, Nevaeh Nichols, Griffin Panetti, Zoe Painter, Braylee Prowse, and Kira Ray. Congratulations. "100% homework in second quarter in Mrs. Keys' class goes to Elizabeth Evard, Lucy Frank, Addie Grabby, Conrad Jones, Leifton Jones, Gavin Redman, Rosemary Rhodes, McKinley Shuey, Chase Wilson, and Sota Yamanaka. "100% homework in Mrs. Mitchell's class goes to Gabby Augustus, Leah Bapp, Eli Bonowit, Lincoln Douglas, Kendra Gosnell, Zoe Jones, Bia Malofsky, Maddox Myers, and Spencer Ruleg. Great job, friends. Next up is Mrs. Brown's class, 100% homework. Rosalie Huffman, Lincoln Lawrence, Leah Marietta, Kendall McManus, Cameron Posey, Blake Powell, Jackson Sikowicz, and Ivana Trejo. And then we have some awards for Mrs. Powers' friends. 100% homework. We have Cameron Noonan, Bo Sink, Elijah Peebles, Zoe Jensen, Julian Winkler, there also are some good behavior awards that I want to hand out to friends in Mrs. Powers' class. So earning good behavior was Zoe Jensen, Embry Kennedy, Cameron Noonan, Bo Sink, and Elijah Peebles. All right, we are on to our next award, which is AR. Who earned those 10 AR points in the second quarter? There are lots and lots and lots of names here, which makes me very, very happy and pleased. So wonderful. Students, just as a heads up, attached to this certificate is a certificate to Monocle. So we want to thank them for giving us the certificate for a free little pizza for doing the reading. Good work. All right, Mrs. Young, we're going to start with your class again. Here we go, earning those AR points. We have Kyler Bishorner, Maxton Blair, Taya Borland, Kaylin Brown, Skylar Cartwright, Alba Doherty, Tiana Doak, Eli Eveland, Connor Hinson, Emma Jones, Odin Kindle, Isaiah Mason, Tolina Mendoza, Nevaeh Nichols, Griffin Pinetti, Zoe Painter, Abby Prowse, Braylee Prowse, Kira Ray, and Avery Wilson. Earning those AR points second quarter in Mrs. Keys' class, we have Lucan Bogue, Elizabeth Evard, Lucy Frank, Brinley Gibson, Addie Grabby, Maddie Hughes, Conrad Jones, Lafton Jones, Drake Kern, Miley Kirkhart, Eli Lee, Halo Miller, Olivia Randolph, Gavin Redmond, Rosemary Rhodes, Nick Sellers, McKinley Shuey, Chase Wilson, Skylar Wilson, and Sota Yamanaka. All right, earning those points in Mrs. Mitchell's class, we have Gabby Augustus, Leah Babb, Eli Bonnewitt, Alexander Claypool, Matthew Cross, Lincoln Douglas, Isabella Evard, Lainey Ford, Kendra Gosnell, Haley Hornbrook, Jace Johns, Zoe Jones, Lily Kazmaier, Thea Malofsky, Maddox Myers, Aiden Perry, Odin Plew, Dakota Rickton, Reed Robinson, Spencer Ruleg, and John Wayne Shipley. Mrs. Brown's class, earning those 10 AR points with Mason Barnett, Braxton Blunk, Miles Davis, Rosalie Huffman, Aubrey Kennedy, Lincoln Lawrence, Liam Marietta, Kendall McManus, Jace Noonan, Cameron Posey, Blake Powell, Daisy Sharp, Jackson Sikowicz, Hadley Smith, Ivana Trejo, Gunnar Wilhoit, Elizabeth Young, and Jaden Broussard. And in Mrs. Powers' class, earning their AR points, second quarter, is Ezra Carty, Cameron Noonan, Julian Winkler, Zoe Jensen, Bo Sink, Embry Kennedy, and Elijah Peebles. We've made it to the last two awards of the day. Every quarter, we give out the top AR award. This goes to the student in each class who had the most AR points during that quarter. Students, if your name is called, please come up to the front, see your teacher, and you're gonna stand in front of the backdrop so our Mr. Morris can take your picture. Alrighty, in Mrs. Young's class, the top AR student for second quarter was Griffin Panetti. Mrs. Keys' top AR student for second quarter, Gavin Redman. Mrs. Mitchell's top AR student for second quarter was Kendra Gosnell. The top AR student in Mrs. Brown's class for second quarter was Kendall McManus. And there were two top leaders in Mrs. Powers' class. We have Bo Sink and Embry Kennedy. Oh, congratulations. Each quarter we pick a subject area and we recognize the student in that subject area that had the highest grade out of anyone in their class. Second quarter, it is science. Third quarter, heads up friends, it's math. So just to give you a preview, but we are going to recognize the top science student in each class for the second quarter. Again, if you hear your name, come forward, see your teacher, and stand up here so Mr. Morris can take your picture. The top science student in Mrs. Young's class, Skylar Cartwright. Top science student in Mrs. Keys' class for second quarter is Gavin Redman. Mrs. Mitchell's top science student was Jace Johns. And he's absent today. And Mrs. Brown's top science student is Aubrey Kennedy. Congratulations. Thank you all so much for joining us today for our awards assembly. We'll do this again at the end of the third quarter. Everyone stay safe, stay warm, and thank you again for coming.